Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today I'm going to give you guys a review of this Vitamix. I had a KitchenAid blender that broke on me and it was an expensive one, it wasn't cheap. It lasted me for about a year or so. So I was in the market doing a lot of research, reading a lot of reviews. I know the Vitamix, I've seen them before and I know how expensive they are. And honestly, I never understood with all the fuss about them. I was on the fence to spend this amount of money on a blender. I've seen blenders before for 60 bucks at Target. So I didn't understand why I have to spend this amount of money on a blender. So I happened to be at Target one day. I saw this one on sale for $260. I had coupon too, so it was like, this is my lucky day. I had to bring it back home and I'm so glad I did. This is honestly, guys, the most economical Vitamix that you can find, not only because it's affordable, but it is still very powerful. It does the same blending that all the other models can do, but without the extra like fancy things. Like this one doesn't have a touch screen, doesn't have pre-programmed settings for smoothie, soup, and also doesn't have like timer, but I think I like it this way and I think it's the perfect size for our family of 3. So I'm really excited to show it to you guys. I'm also going to whip out like a few recipes so we can test it out. But before we get started on the video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel down below, hit that thumbs up, and with all that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, so I should mention this is the E310 Explorian model. You get this 48 ounces container and you have this 2-part lid, which is really nice because this top cap here, it's removable and it has line for measuring, so you can use it like a measuring cup. I already measured it full to the top. It measures 2 ounces, so it's really nice if you want to measure ingredients in here so you can save yourself some dishes. You also have to remove it whenever you're using your Tamper. It came with one of these so you can push your food or things down whenever you're making like nut butters or like smoothie bowls. It's very handy for that. And you can just place the lid on top and push it down to lock it. Over here you have a very simple control panel. You have 2 switches and 1 variable speed dial. So this is the on and off switch, and your speed dial goes up to 10. Here you have your pulse switch, so this is great for ice. And if you guys are wondering where is my cord, the cord is actually stored nice and neat on the bottom of the base. So if you guys like me and you like to store your blankets away, I like to save my counter for a few pieces of decor. I don't like to see a lot of clutter, so this is very important for me. I like to store it away, so I wrap my cord around here. It's stored inside of your base, so you can't see it, and it's actually very lightweight to carry it in and out the cabinet, so I don't have a problem with that. And as for accessories, you can buy a holder for your Tamper so you can attach it to your base. This side or this side doesn't matter, so it's stored nice and neat and easy to reach whenever you need it. And you can also buy a personal cup and adapter, so if you want to make smoothie on the go and you don't want to deal with the dishes, you can blend your smoothie right into your cup. It has like adapter. Once it's done, you can twist the adapter off, put your cap on, and you're ready to go. And you can also get a plate scraper, so if you make a lot of hummus, nut butters, you can scrape all the walls and like around the plate without hurting yourself and without wasting any food. And as for how it sounds, I'm going to let you hear how it sounds later on, but it is like very loud, especially when you crank it up to 10. I think it's to be expected when you're using a high power motor. I think right now I'm going to jump into the recipes. I have planned to make a smoothie, Açaí bowl, and Frappuccino, so I'm really excited for that one. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we're starting with my Açaí bowl. So I added 2 bags of Açaí in my blender, and right now I'm going to add 1 banana. If you use frozen banana, you don't need to add ice, but I'm gonna add a little bit of ice because my banana is not frozen. And we need a little less than 1/4 cup of almond milk. I like to start on low and work my way up. You can top it with whatever you really like. You can add some honey, granola, and bananas, blueberries. Alright guys, so next I'm going to make like a summertime refreshing green smoothie, and today I'm using spinach, but sometimes I do like to mix it with kale, half-half, but we need 6 cups. Any green you like kale, spinach, anything you like you can add here. So I like 6 cups of green, and we're going to use coconut water mixed with regular water. So for 6 cups of green, I like to use 1 cup of coconut water mixed with 1 cup of regular filtered water. Now I like to blend my green alone for like 30 to 60 seconds before we add the rest of our ingredients. Alright, so now that's good enough for me. I'm juicing 1/2 of a lemon so we can add it to the blender. Now I'm adding 1 frozen banana instead of my fresh banana, so I don't have to use any ice. And I also have a frozen ginger, so I'm going to use this one instead of my fresh one. That's it. We're just going to put the lid on and blend it. Alright guys, so next we're making the Mocha cookie crumble frappuccino, and for this one I'm going to start with 1.5 cup of ice in my blender, 1/2 cup of milk, 2 shots of espresso, 3 ounces of coffee syrup, 2 ounces of chocolate syrup, 3 teaspoons of dark chocolate chips, 1/8 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. Alright guys, so right now I'm going to blend it on medium for like 3 to 60 seconds. But while that's happening, I'm going to crush 2 or 3 Oreos. I have them in this Ziploc bag, and I'm going to use the bottom of my glass to crush them so we can garnish the top of the drink right now. That looks good. And for my glass, I have Cool Whip to put on the bottom. Chocolate sauce. I'm going to use my coconut whipped cream to top it. Alright guys, so I'm just sitting drinking my Frappuccino, but I have to wrap up this video. These are just like quick examples, but you guys can make so many different things with this blender. Like I told you, you can make nut butters, pancake batter, pizza dough, you can shred chicken in here, you can also make salsa and hummus, and of course smoothie. There's actually more recipes on Vitamix.com, so you guys can check that out to get more ideas. I know it's expensive, but it is a really good investment, and if you guys like me, you want a great machine that will last you for a long time for affordable price, then this is it. I guarantee you, you won't be disappointed. I think that does it for me for this video. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!